This is an Infoblips LLC podcast network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up with John and Yancy. My name is John Haynes, and I'm here with my friend and co-host, Yancy Seals.
Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? This is Yancy, also known as George Santos. I ain't do nothing.
I did nothing. I did nothing wrong. Oh, man. So finally, but you know what? Finally, George Santos was voted out of Congress. He cannot be anywhere in the building, actually. The thing is, with me, that the part that concerns me is that there was 114 people. All of the Republican leadership voted not to oust him, not to let him go. And I don't understand that. I mean, I understand that. I hear the reasons that they're saying that there was no due process, but there was due process. And he admitted to lying. So anyway.
Well, just kind of corrective, real quick thing. There was actually 20 Republicans that voted to oust him. That's how they actually got him out. Okay. So there was 20 of them. With regards to Santos, first of all, is his name Santos? What is his name? Who knows? who really knows?
That's true.
The guy is just here's my issue. First of all, what they did to him and what they're doing to Trump is the exact same thing.
Yes.
If you're going to get rid of Santos, you shouldn't allow Trump either. Now, yes, on the same side, you should not allow the Mendaez in there either. You got to get rid of Mendaez.
True. I hear you.
If you're going to be fair across the board, get rid of Mendaez. And I don't see how people are actually supporting Trump and his legal woes. But you want to put this dude out. This don't make sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I agree with you and totally that if they ousted Santos, they're going to have to oust Trump. He's doing the exact same thing. And exactly. Mendaez needs to go. I mean, I'm like you said, all the way across the board. You know, they're supposed to be beyond reproach, and right now they're not. And they need to correct that in order to get the American people back on board with following their government.
Absolutely, totally, 100%.
You know, I don't see where people can actually honor and follow the government, and they're breaking the rules. And not just breaking the rules. I mean, and there's a lot of them that are doing it, but these guys are just obvious. You know, they're just blatant. Like Donald Trump, he's just blatant. Like Santos, he was blatant. You know, there was no, I'm shying away from this like it used to be. It's like in your face. You know, Trump, I don't know. A lot of his following or a lot of his support seems to be wavering back and forth right now. So I don't. Yeah, I think, but you know what? When it comes down to it, they're going to, if they think he's going to win, they're going to vote for him because the Republicans just want power. They don't care. See, and that's my issue with them.
Definitely, Nikki Haley is on the rise. Yeah. Her star is actually starting to change, and I think if she becomes the nomination, which she very well could be. And it's closer to like an 85% chance that she can, because I think people are going to start to peel away from Trump because of all these illegal issues he's going through, and they can figure he just can't win. However, I say that to say this: if she becomes a nominee, she's going to give Biden fits.
Oh yeah,
she's going to give Biden fits.
I basically do not know if he could win against Nikki Haley.
I don't think so either.
It's going to be several different things. She's going to be she would be going for the first woman president. And then that's going to grab a lot of people. You know, a lot of her stance that people are going to, they're going to follow behind. I just think that Biden would have a hard time with Nikki Haley. I think also that that people don't really recognize how well the current administration is doing. I mean, you look at, we just passed Black Friday and the Thanksgiving holiday, and there's a lot of money spent for them to tell you that the economy is bad. There's a lot of money that was spent, a huge amount of money that was spent. So
right, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't buy the economy is so bad thing. I believe that it's perception, and that if they tell you the economy is bad, then you're going to believe the economy is bad.
Right.
And that's what I think is going on right now.
Yeah, I think it's so important of the Biden administration to pound that home every single time chance they can get an opportunity. Pound the economy, pound the inflation, pound all of that in employment, all of that. You got to push all
Yeah.
that home. Just as Gavin did on Tuesday when he debated Ron DeSantis. He drove that thing home and he kicked Ron DeSantis' natural ass.
Yes, he did.
I mean, his butt. Whumped him.
I think he gave him a whooping, and you
Yeah.
know what? The people, I mean, I follow politics. I'm thinking, what was the upside for DeSantis? What was the upside for him even having that debate? Okay, because I know what the upside was for the governor. I mean, he trumped him.
Yeah, I think the upside was for DeSantis was to get back into the graces of the GOP by hopefully destroying one of the other side of the spectrum for its big states and governments. Florida and California owns the record for having large states, large governments. So I think that was the whole idea. Just get back on track, get back in understanding his position and his focus, because he definitely lost it in these other debate, the GOP debate.
GOP debates. He did. And I think Gavin Newsom beat him the other night. I mean, so I don't think he's going to be dropping out soon. And
plus,
plus
all the women like Gavin Newsom.
He does fit that European model that people like. I have to say that he does fit that European model that is like
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. I mean, and he's he's that guy.
He's kind of like Obama.
Exactly. When he runs for president, and I believe he's going to win. I think that he has a history to run on. And as far as some people don't like California, but all the things he's done in California. I mean, there's certain parts of California, like what is it, San Francisco. I have to talk to my cousin and them. I don't know how bad it is there. I hear that it's really bad, but I have to talk to them because they actually live there. So, but I California is not doing too bad, and he has a lot to run on. I don't even know why he's not running now. I don't know why he's not running now. I don't know why they didn't try to groom him to run now, to be really honest with you.
I just think that Biden should take a look at himself and say, hey, if I truly believe in America, the polls say I shouldn't do this. I've done a good job so far. Let me see if I can give this to somebody who can move this thing forward. Because the polls say in every single poll, Trump is beating them in every single poll. Not just by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, a little over than the national
average.
What is it? Average.
The national average. Yeah.
So
I mean, here's the deal, man. I think that honestly, if Donald Trump is elected president, okay, the democracy is done. We're going to have an authoritarianship, and America is going to be a different place. He's already told you what he's going to do. You don't have to guess what he's going to do. Like before, you was wondering what's Trump going to do, what's going to happen. He's already told you now. He's told you exactly what he's going to do. He's going to weaponize the United States government to go after people that his enemies, basically, which is that's storybook for authoritarians. That's what they do. And I mean, Liz Chaney, she made a comment that we're sleepwalking into dictatorship. Americans are sleepwalking into a dictatorship, and I was like, wow, that's powerful.
It really is. Think about it. His first administration was he was driving this clown car. He really didn't understand what was going on. He was in these bumper cars. He was bumping around, knocking around things. He said, "Oh, okay. Now he's ready. He's armed. He's ready. He knows how to do this thing. And if you don't take him serious and believe what he says he's going to do, you're in trouble. If he says he's going to do it, you better believe him. You better believe him."
Yes, I mean he said that's exactly what he's doing, and I mean, if people in America, if you're that angry because you don't like the left, as you call them, or liberals as you call them, that you don't like them so much, that you have so much hate in your heart for them, that you're willing to give up the democracy of the United States, and I have a problem with you. I don't think you're looking at this whole thing right or straight for what it really is. I mean, you're trying to make to put a permanent solution in a short-term situation, and that's crazy. That is crazy. Again, a democracy doesn't have to be this way. I mean, we don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a democracy. It can be a dictatorship, and it can happen fast. If you elect Donald Trump, that's what you're going to have. That's exactly what you're going to have. So it's up to American people. But again, the American people have to be, we have to give them the verifiable factual information. There's a lot of false information going on out there. There's a lot of crap that's being told people, and they actually believe it because there's nobody pushing back. And see, this is the reason why, they don't push back. They just let it go. Oh, that's crazy talk. And they just let it go. But people are listening to that crazy talk. Which makes them, and like I said, garbage in, garbage out. What makes you, if you get the garbage in, when you go to the poll booth, you're going to say, oh, yeah, that crazy talk. Remember that? Yeah, okay, we're going to do that. We can't have that happen. And they're going to vote the way that the crazy talk tells them to vote. And all of us have to actually, because I'm not a Democrat, actually have to get together and say, hey, look, we need to push the facts. We need to push verifiable facts from not just what somebody says, not what I say, not what you say, or anybody else on the media network, but the verifiable facts, and let people vote and make their own decisions. I think if they had the facts, they would make different decisions.
I completely and totally agree. I think at every position, at every corner, at every intersection, you got to keep on pushing what those verifiable facts are. What are those facts? That the economy is doing better, the unemployment is down. There's some things that Biden is going to take the fight for, and that's one of the things is when his position came out Israel and Palestinians. He's going to have a real issue with that one. And that's why his polls is really dropping right in that area. He came out incorrectly. I think he said we stand with Israel and forgot about those Palestinian people who's getting hurt over there, and that's where he's hurting. That's where he's hurting.
Or about the people who care about innocent people being killed innocent women and children being killed. I mean, if Donald Trump runs against Biden, I'm voting for Biden all day long and on Sunday. Okay. Yeah. However, if there was, you have to look at this. If there was somebody else or something else, another choice, I might not. It would all depend. I was very upset when Biden came out and said, we stand behind Israel. I'm like, wait a minute, man, you don't even know what's going on yet. Or maybe you do. Maybe I don't know that you do. But, I can't see. I would never blanket Israel, trust Israel. Actually, I don't trust Israel at all anymore. Someone wrote on the other day online, you have a problem with Israel. And I said, yeah, I do. Absolutely. I sincerely do. And it's not the problem that you think, it's a problem that one of the things we found out that came up. Now, we said it here a couple of weeks ago that Israel had the Hamas October 7th battle plan a year before it even happened. They knew what was going to happen before it happened. They're telling me, and they are telling the public, that Israel dismissed it. That they said, hey, they can't do that. They can't do that. They had a 40-page battle plan. There were people reporting that these people were practicing. There were troops, Israeli troops, females, that were reporting that that we see people landing on gliders over the wall and everything, and they were ignored. My thing is this, okay? Israel, and I really sincerely believe that they have one of the best information operations in the world, right? They didn't ignore that. They knew it was going to happen. And I really believe, and this is conspiratorial, they're going to tell you, I believe they use it as an excuse to what they call mow the lawn. Okay, I believe that there was an excuse that they used to bomb Gaza into submission, to get rid of the Palestinians, so that way they can occupy and control that land, right? And what other way than to have, what other way than to have a lot of their people killed in a raid from Hamas? okay, that gives them, in their minds, it gives them the permission to blanket carpet bomb Gaza. And I believe that's what happened. I cannot believe there's nowhere on the face of this earth you're going to tell me that Israeli information got that the Mossad, all those people got that and said, nah, they can't do that.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing that really got me, that really opened my eyes to a lot of different things. And I understand that I did not know, and I should be ashamed of myself for saying this. I did not know that Israel had over 400 Palestinian administrative prisoners.
Yep, me neither.
Kids, 13, 11, kids, 18, kids.
Yeah.
Not charged with nothing.
No.
Administratively holding.
Administrative holding.
Years. It's been going on for years.
I mean, and I was talking to Buttons on the phone the other day, Darren Scott, and he was like saying that he started listening to what I was saying about how the media, how the words that they use. He said, I started thinking about that, and I saw when they said when Hamas released the hostages, right? But Israel released prisoners or people that they were holding, not people that they were holding, right?
Right.
If you are snatched off the street and you're 14 years old, your parents don't know where you are, right? And there is no reason why they snatched you. Are you, to me, you're a hostage, you're a prisoner. I mean, you know, now you got these kids, and most of them were children, most of them were kids under the age of 20. You know, and they'll tell you, well, those are the people, those are the terrorists. Then why did not Israel, let me be precise, then why did not Israel convict them of terrorism? Why did they not hold them on terrorism charges?
Why didn't they try them? Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was searching for. Why didn't they try them on terroristic charges? These people weren't even tried. They were just held.
Just held.
Beyond, beyond they don't want to be there, but they were held. So, I mean, in our state, in our country, they call it kidnapping. I mean, if you're held and you want to leave and you won't let you leave, it's kidnapping, right? Ask OJ. But the thing is, and they take that seriously. But we allowed, and we allow Israel a pass on that. It's okay. Absolutely. Israel gets a pass. When people ask me, they say, "You have a problem with Israel?" Yeah, I do. I really do. I really do, because I believe the people that are running Israel are Zionists, and I believe that they're evil. I'm sorry. I know that some of you Christians out there are going to take issue with this, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why we have a great country. But my beliefs are that those people are they're not the people. They're not the people that you read about in the Bible. Okay, in your Bible, they're not the people that you read about. These people have done some very bad things, and right now, anybody to me that carpet bombs women and children are evil. I mean, I don't know what other word to call it.
They've been systematically destroying the Palestinian people for many years, and at some point, John, somebody said, you know what? Enough is enough. That's enough. I'm tired of this. And this is what's going on, man. At some point, you're going to stand up. At some point, you're going to rebel and say, no, it's enough. So that's my whole issue with with Israel. Israel walking in, trying to pretend that they have nothing, they have done nothing. Their hands are clean, like they have not that they haven't caused any issues with these people. And this is my problem. And everyone's buying it. And everyone's buying it.
Well, because they have the media, backing, because of the power structure. And then we can really get deep into why America is not really pushing hard against Israel. And we should probably do that next week or something. There are reasons why they're not. And it has to do with the people that are in our office of government and the people who run large corporations. I mean, you have to look at the money, and it's all about the money. The thing, my thing with Israel, and my issue with Israel is that again, like you said, they're destroying the Palestinian people. They want to just it's genocide in front of our eyes, right? And everybody that don't understand that, it's genocide in front of our eyes. They told the people, the Palestinians, they said, hey, look, they're dropping leaflets, right? It's gonna be cool for y'all to go to the southern part. Go to the southern part, okay? We want y'all to go to the southern part. So they go to the southern part. What did Israel do? They bomb the southern part, you know, and it just happened. I'm like, what? But because we knew that the Hamas was hiding amongst the people there, okay, you know, I'm done with that. I'm done with, you know, we have to be able to get Hamas because they're hiding amongst the people. You know, they just killed Israel just killed a renowned scientist in their carpet bombing to get to two supposedly Hamas leaders. Hamas leaders are not in Gaza. I'm telling you now, everybody that knows that knows that. The leadership of Hamas is not in Gaza. So you know, they can do what they can say what they want. And in all the tunnels, I want to be able to I want to bring this out when they were saying that they know that you notice that there's not much talk about the tunnels under the hospital being a command center and all that, because the information got out that Israel built those tunnels. That's why they knew they were there. Okay, they built the tunnels when they were in control of Gaza, and they built in the hospital. They built the tunnels. So yes, they know the tunnels were there. So if Hamas was using the tunnels, what you're bombing everything else? What are they supposed to do? You know, come on, man. I really think this is just a big farce. I think that we're all being bamboozled. I think this is a way of Israel getting what they want. And there's another reason about I was reading up on doing some research up on something to rival the Suez Canal, something that will allow ships to go through Palestine, basically. That's just I'm not sure about all that. I'm still doing research on it, but there is a huge reason that supposedly the reason why Israel wants the land of Palestine. So
my biggest question, John, is where's the outcry from America and from all the surrounding supporters about the 3 Palestinian people guys who were shot over in I think in Vermont.
Yeah, I think it was in Vermont. Yeah, I think it was in Vermont.
Where's the outcry? Where's the outcry for them?
Because psychologically, the media has gotten the American people to really believe that Palestinians aren't people. I mean, that's what they're psychologically doing. You know, look at all the killing, all the blood that you see on your local news or in your newspapers and stuff like that. You see the Palestinian kids dying. You see them being bombed and people dying, right there. You don't see that in Israel. Believe me, if it was happening in Israel, it'd be all over the front pages. But it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. So, I mean, they're desensitizing. That's the word I'm looking for. They're desensitizing America's their psychological belief about Palestinian people, just like they did about Black people. They're desensitizing them. So that when you see them die, you're like, yeah, okay. You know, yeah, 3 Palestinians were shot. Go ahead.
Guess what? The millennials aren't having it. The millennials are not having this. They are the ones who's got the big pushback going on. They said, hold on, wait. Why are you doing them people that way and these people this way? Why are you doing that? And they got the pushback coming. They got the big pushback. Is the millennials. The millennials said, no, that's not right. And that's where Biden's having his problem. That's where that group of people is where he's having his problem. That 25 to 37 years old.
And surprisingly, they are paying attention. And I'm like really surprised, and I really admire a lot of the pushback and a lot of the information that a lot of millennials have. I was talking this weekend to some, and I'm like going, okay, all right, you know, grandkids and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, you guys do understand. Like, but see, their whole thing is that it's got to be fair. They don't, it's got to be fair all the way across the board. If you do one for this for one, you got to do this for the other. You know, right. and that's why I brought up something with them about, well, if we had, someone asked me, one of the kids asked me, if we have enough money to send $1 billion over to Ukraine, why can't we have a better school lunch? Why can't we have, why do we have the deteriorating things in our schools? And I don't have an answer for that, other than the fact that the people don't care about education, the systems and the people. Because if we did, we'd be telling our Republicans, not Republicans, but our representatives, that we want them to spend money on education, or we want them to spend money on research, or we want them to spend money on development. But no, we're spending money on war. And that's because war makes them immediate money. They make immediate profits from that. They give Israel money, they give Ukraine money to blow things, to buy or purchase weapons. They're buying and purchasing the weapons from the United States, right? From the corporations of the United States. So it's a ROI, a return on investment, right there. Right, the other part of it, development, is not a return on investment right away. You have to watch it. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Research, there's not a return on investment right away. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but you learn a lot along the way. But that's a long-term goal. A lot of these people are short-term. They're short-sighted, and they want their ROI right away.
Absolutely. So yeah,
you know what, man?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not. Leland's gonna like this. I'm not spending another damn dime at Home Depot. Not one penny at Home Depot. The reason why, we're going to talk about right now. Man,
John, why are you not going to spend one dime at Home Depot?
Bernie Marcos, man. Bernie Marcos. He's their leader. He's a Home Depot leader. He had a statement on Tuesday that even if Donald Trump was convicted of a crime, convicted of a felony, that he would still back him, that he would still give him money, right? My thing is that this is one of the main problems with corporations being involved in elections, right? The reason why he's going to do that is because Trump is going to give him a kickback. He's going to get something from that. ROI, return on investment. Okay. That's a big thing in corporate world. What's our ROI, John? A return on investment. Okay. So I am starting a movement that's already, somebody else I brought out, hashtag boycott Home Depot. Hashtag boycott Home Depot. The only way us small people have a voice is how we spend our money. That's the only way we really have a voice. We have a voice when we vote, but then we need to direct them by how we spend our money. That's the power.
That's
the power.
And the Black and brown people are the biggest consumers. And that's what we do. And so our power is the money. Our power is at our money.
And you're exactly right, Yancy. Our power is our money. Okay. And that's what we have to start capitalizing on. I mean, look, they tax us when we spend any of our money anyway. They tax us to get money. They tax us to spend money. So we have to start looking at ways where we can affect the powers and the corporations that be, since they said that corporations are people too, which they're not. Okay. We as people should really start spending our money in places of people who actually not think like us, but are fair-minded, companies. Home Depot, your leader says he's going to spend money. He would give his money or your money, because he gets his money from you, his money, your money, to back Donald Trump, even if he's a convicted felon.
Yeah. See, and that's where it loses me, man. All that statement right there is where it loses me. That the guy said, I would give him money even if he got convicted. Even if he's a convicted felon.
A convicted
I'm
felon.
still going to give him money and support him. If the only reason why he does is simply, I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to just go ahead and say it, because he's white. If it was a black man, a brown man, or any damn thing else, they wouldn't have done it, especially if it was brown or black, because they shitted on Obama the whole time he was in office.
The whole time he was in office.
They couldn't find a damn thing that he's done in the whole 8 years. No controversies. No controversies.
None.
Okay. If it was him, his ass would be in jail today.
Today. Right now. And see, that's the whole thing. They tried to get Obama every which way they could. They couldn't. He ran a clean White House. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no, like you said, not one controversy, you know. And I'm like, except well, there was one. I'm sorry, there was one. He wore a brown suit.
Oh, damn it.
You forgot about that. He wore that brown suit.
Don't get his ass right today. And
the president can't wear a brown suit.
That damn tan suit, a fiasco.
Tan suit. There you go. Tan suit. It was a tan suit. Looked good in it too. You know? I'm like, what? Yeah, that was a big controversy. Ooh, and Michelle Obama wore a sleeveless dress. Oh my God. It was sleeveless. She showed her arms. You showed her arms. Donald Trump's wife is naked on a damn. I mean, come on, man. Anyway,
her legs wide open on a goddamn private jet.
Yeah, I mean, and they show, oh, this is her. She's a damn porn star, but it's okay. You know, it's okay because it's Donald Trump, and you know, again, that there's a huge double, triple standard when it comes to anyone that are not the European. I keep using that term, that are not the European type model. All right, they're not the European model, you know, the blonde hair, blue eyes, light, you know, non-melanated complexion. You know, those people can do whatever they want, it'd be fine, right? But you let someone melanated.
I'm gonna go ahead and be John's interpreter, angry.
Please
do. It's what he really means, that it's not all about it. What he's trying to say is that if you're black, you're wrong. If you're white, you're right.
That's right. We used to say that all the time in school. If you're black and brown, you're wrong. But if you're white, you're right. And see, people look at us and say, "Oh, wait," but that's the way it was in America. Believe us. You know, I'm 66 years old. Okay, believe me. I'm telling you, it used to be like that in America. You know, and people that the millennials, a lot of them, they don't believe. They're like, "Are you serious?" Yes, I'm serious. I mean, they were like, "You what?" No, we couldn't go there. Why couldn't you go there? Because we were black. Like, well, Sammy Davis couldn't walk in the front door at the casinos in Vegas. Why not? Because he's black. Are you serious? But he was performing. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we know.
Stay downtown. They had to stay downtown.
You know, he had to stay downtown. He had to go and stay downtown. I mean, I was like, you know, man, that's why I like Tony Bennett so much. I think I said before, that's why I like Tony Bennett so much. Besides, I like his music. But yeah, he was a fair dude. From everything I read about him and everything that I know about what happened, the situations in Vegas and stuff, he was a fair dude, and I like that. But yeah, I mean, look, you know, people, millennials don't believe that, but that's why it's up to us to continue to let them know that things like this did happen. And that, you know, in America, in the America that they live in, and that's why it's so very important for them to know history, not to be hidden, that Ron DeSantis is trying to hide it and not taught. Black history is American history. Point blank, plain and simple.
No doubt about it. So, what's going on? What's going on in the world of justice regarding Trump?
Oh yes, thank you, Yancy. Trump can be sued. It is he can be sued, even though he was president, because I love that ruling when it said that he is not president of the United States 100% of the time. Okay, that he is when he comes out and does something that's not presidential. And at the time, he wasn't president. He was a candidate running for office. So, you know, all of that, I can say whatever I want because I'm president. Yeah, that went out the window. So people like the people in the Capitol Police, the people that are suing him are able to sue him now directly. Good. Okay, directly for his actions.
The best thing you can do is hurt a millionaire. Well, he ain't a billionaire. A millionaire, people with a whole lot of money, is make them broke. Make them broke.
Make him broke, you know, and
I'm gonna tell you right now, his ass is shaking like fresh booty meat right now. But is a chance that he's gonna lose his money. I'm telling you.
Yes. That's why when you see him in New York, you see him and he's got that face on, because he knows if he loses that, he's done. The curtain just pulled back. Okay, you see that the great Oz, the great Trump, is not the great Trump. He's nothing.
Right.
This guy is
Right.
nothing more than a shyster, a crook. You know, that's all he is. And people in New York know that. He's nothing but a crook.
Yeah. This trial's coming to an end next week. They're gonna have a rendering next week. I'm gonna go ahead and say she's not gonna get the $280 billion. She's not $1 million. Not gonna get that. But I'm saying she's gonna get at least half that.
Just so people understand and they know, this trial is about how much the Trump Corporation has to pay. He has already been found guilty of fraud, okay, in the state of New York, operating under fraudulently in New York. Okay, so that is already a done deal. This trial is about how much he has to pay. And so, like you said, I believe Yancy, I believe that. I think she knew she wasn't going to get that much because they always overshoot. But if he gets half of it, he's still done. You know, the reputation, the brand, everything is done.
Right, because he can only do business. He no longer do business in New York anymore. He can't do business at all. He's done. So he has to go bye-bye.
The business people in New York are happy. They want that to happen because they know that he's nothing but a crook. Donald Trump has taken money from just about all those big corporations out there that he's stolen money from them, didn't pay them, don't pay his bills, you know, slumlord, all that stuff. Right. And so now if he's not able to do business, it'd be rightfully so. And then he's still going to run for president, though. That's the part that's insane to me.
But I'm not a fan of Trump whatsoever at all. However, I do believe that the banks has some sort of responsibility to verify. How about that? Verifiable facts. Verify those numbers. He said with the House work. Well, we got to verify that, and they didn't do it.
If you or I did it, they would.
Do it as well.
Yeah, they do. If you or I did it, they would.
Right.
If I told them my house was worth $16 billion, they were like, okay, Mr. Haynes, well, we're sending an appraiser out there tomorrow, and we'll see. I mean, if that's and like again, it's their responsibility. And yes, that part of it I do agree with. I do agree with them that, hey, look, they had the responsibility to make sure that they check everything. And I think, and honestly, I don't like Donald Trump. I don't like him because he's a crook. But it was genius for whoever brought up the idea to put that on the bottom of that contract, that it's up to you to verify all these facts that you had just read. Okay, I thought that was genius, man. Basically, we just lied to you, and it's up to you to verify it. And if you don't, and you sign off on it, that's it. I was like, that's smart. That's really smart. You can always, you signed it. It's right there. Yeah.
So
well, that's all that I had for today, man. That's really, I just wanted to bring out the different things, like again, the weekly wrap up, pick up things that happened during the week while you were working and actually hopefully having a good time with your family. And this weekend, I hope you're enjoying your family and friends. It is the holiday season. I enjoy the holiday season. And I hope everyone else does too.
Well, I enjoyed holiday season, especially Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday of all the holidays, because you can eat with no regard. So you just eat and no regard. So I love the holiday seasons. I just wish, John, that we always went to the end of the year to show a whole lot of love. To do this, to that. Why can't we do that the whole other 11 or 10 months of the year? Why we gotta wait and hold to the end of the year to do that?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there are people that I agree with you. There are people that tell me, I have friends that go like, well, I don't, Christmas is da 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 da, and I'm like going, look, man, any time that people are nice to each other, whatever they use to make people nice to each other and be peaceful with each other and love each other and do that, I'm for. Okay, I am for. Just like you said, why can't we do that all year long? the way you feel about your family members, the way you feel about your friends all year long. Why don't we show that same kind of love? We'd be surprised what America could be if we start showing love and not allowing the corporations and the powers that be divide us, because we have more in common than we do apart. We really do. We really do.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Oh yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's it for us. The weekly wrap up. Again, we are the weekly wrap up warriors. Me and Yancy. We're out here for you. We are on that wall for you. We are on that wall to bring you verifiable, factual information every week. Every week.
We are your retribution.
Yes. So listen to us, tell us you don't believe us, tell us you don't like it. Thank everybody that answers me on Facebook. I appreciate the conversations. You guys take care of yourselves and answer us. Put comments down. If you have ideas, let us know. Something you want us to talk about toward the end of the year, let us know. All right. Take care, everybody. Talk to you next week. Peace.